Yo, I never fucked CJ, never wanted negs. All my life, man, fuck's sake. If I did, I'd menage with them and make them eat their asses like a cupcake. My man fall, he just ate. I don't duck nobody but tape. Yeah, I got you, bitch, probably you sub when he did that rape. Worry about if my story's fake. Worry about y'all, man, even if I ain't straight. These girls are my wannabes. Billie Eilish copycat rebel me. Wait, everything I do, these bitches will follow to hate. Argue me for this clown Ronald. Dinner with my man at McDonald's is even a big update. One, two. As for pics of these tits and butt too. But was fucking with them real mofos who don't tell nobody what they up to. Had to show bitches what consent is. Ring finger where the rock is. These hoes done flunked out. Guess the names, pop quiz. Bad bitches who I fuck with. Mad bitches, I'm the top you wish. I don't fuck with them low brows sitting on log house. Ain't do shit. Let it soak in like Zambuca then. Tell them they ain't as icy so they need to reel it in. Yeah. Do what you want. Woo! All right, that's got me freaking pumped. I'm just joking. I hate all of my songs. Hello. How are we doing today? So I want to be quick. I want to be as quick as I can be because I don't have that much time and I have life and things to do. And I can't just sit around like some of you guys and like stalk people online all day to try to turn them into lol cows and stuff. So we're just, gonna have to do this a bit quick. So I am on here to talk to Wes Moast. So I had done this video. Let's show it. So April 29th of 2022, I uploaded another TCAP stalker in which I showed that either this person, which I don't think it is, or a fake of this person was created in an account, and then several songs were made about me in order to harass me as a predator on behalf of like Sue, the professor, RSN, those people. So I showed that. Now let's go to this one here, because when I came back, it was May 20th, May 21st. Might have been the next day I did the stream, actually. Yeah. So when I came back, I did this stream in which I basically owned up and I apologized and talked about it, right?
So I've had a really hard time out here. I am diagnosed as CPTSD. Got diagnosed in 2015, so that was before the DSM-5, by the way. To all you commenters out there that like to say that I don't have it and that I'm faking and whatever else you want to say.
Whatever else, blah, blah, blah.
That makes fun of it, and that's why I used to watch a lot of TCAP content for a long time, because it's funny and it makes fun of them, and there are no real victims in TCAP because they were all decoys. So to me, it's not the same thing. I can separate myself and watch that. At least there was a time. Thanks, YouTube. And trolls. And so
I make myself laugh. That's all that matters sometimes,
I guess you could say, because I could disconnect and then see it from a different way, but still like somehow laugh at it. And I am the type of person where.
So I did a live stream. I came on.
I just like it. I don't know why, but the person looked familiar, and I was like,
okay. So I talk about the whole thing. I talk about everything. I go through the comments that we had, so you can go watch that one. And I go through all of that. We're not there yet. Hold on there, guys. Listen. Okay. So I came back on the 21st and I did that. And last I heard, I had counterclaimed, I believe, before all of this, or right after, right before I went offline. Anyway, counterclaim was sent and I disappeared. I was going to go have an anniversary and yeah. So I disappeared, got COVID, blah 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 blah. But the funniest thing about this video to me, as you can see, is I released it on the 29th of April. And it was struck, I believe, on that same day. I think it was struck on the same day. Wes claimed that he had tried to like come and speak to me about it, but there was no like, hey, by the way, what was up with that? What you doing? So basically, this video right here had been released. All right. This is the original video. As you can see, it has Clobbering Time, who is my dear friend that likes to falsify screenshots with his friend Dina to try to paint other people out as being attached to predators when she was the one who dated and married the guy and had her kids around him. And all I did was have a goddamn live stream with the dude. That was it. That was it. All right. I don't know what kind of fuck shit you all running, but that was it. It is, I cannot be blamed because her and CJ then see red and go rogue and are like, they're dating. I can't help that. I'm very sorry. Don't know what it had to do with Clobbering Time, but anyway, Clobbering Time stood up because apparently TCAB has nothing to do with my drama whatsoever. None of them are ever involved and they never know what's going on. It's all just Suit and RSN. They never know. But then you have like Clobbering Time. You have the Professor. You got Wes now. You know, little players keep on popping up. You'll see in the comment sections, yada, yada. So it's very interesting to me. And the way that all of these creators work is they all try to get personal information from you and private information out of you so that they can, no, you're not blocked. I like redid it, Poc. I'll have to give it back. I had someone I had to remove. And yeah. So I will do that for you. But yeah, so that was the original there. To Have a Seat with Chris Hansen featuring Wes Moast, Perry Caravello, L of the Day, Clobbering Time, and some more. And as you can see, it talks about Joran comedy. And I have reason to believe that the person that's running that account is this person who really, 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 really is close to Wes Moast and Sue and RSN. Just throwing it out there. So, that was the original. All right. So, yeah, that was the original. I wanted to show that to you because that's important. And Clobbering Time, by the way, has never asked my permission to ever use content, has never spoken to me about anything when talking about me, has never asked me like, hey, is any of these true? Or these false? Even though they know for a fact that the RSN fucking community is known for falsifying even evidence. So I don't really know why that has to be a thing. But I had come back now. When I came back, this video was already up, which I guess I should have known because Wes came into my email basically like threatening me. And I found it kind of threatening. All of these men really, I became friends with a lot of them while I was going through the worst time in my life, unfortunately. And they completely took advantage of that in every like way, shape, or form that one possibly could. And I ended up sharing some things. And I regret that, but basically they've all used this over my head Like Wes has said comments to me like, oh, you know, people, they message me and they ask me to talk about you and I still don't talk about you. So be a good girl, queen. Don't talk badly about Hansen anymore, okay? Because, you know, I got some stuff I can release on you. And I'm just like, that's nice, Wes. Like, go ahead and release it. So I came back to that video and I came back to this email and I was just very, very confused. Hi, Joe. Good to have you here. I was very confused. I'm really tired of all of the people in this entire fucking TCAP to catch a predator fucking community. All these people that think that they can weaponize personal information, weaponize their friendship with you is what it is. Like, it's like, okay, so we became friends. We each told each other personal information. Now I'm going to ask you to do something for me, or you're going to piss me off in some way. So now, instead of me just being a grown adult and coming to you and having a conversation with you, what they do is they jump on live streams and they blast your personal information, private conversations, etc., and they try to like expose you for being a bad person. And to me, all that does is shows how bad of a person they are. But I don't know if the internet agrees. So he basically writes me this email and goes on and on to me about how the internet and copyright work. Beth, I'm emailing because you seem confused on how copyright works. I've given you every opportunity to remove my content from your video, and instead of doing the right thing, you are making excuses and finding a way to blame me for your actions. I did not do that. I said, I'm sorry, Wes. I had no way of getting a hold of you to ask for your permission. You have me blocked on everything for whatever reason. It was because we got into a fight about how he was bringing Brittany Simon onto Chris Hansen when he knew that she was in a vulnerable position, and that guy was like doxing everyone. And I was angry at him for going back to Hansen after being doxed. And I was like, what are you doing? Like, how do you bring vulnerable people to this man still, knowing that he doxes and swats people and weaponizes him? Well, I guess now we know because he's the same. All these people are the same fucking person, okay? Every single one of them. And I'm just caught in a sea of all of them. Caught in a sea of all of them. So, yeah. That was why we got into a fight. And then he assured me that he wasn't around any people that were bad, that he was never going to get into a drama, never knew anything about me and my drama, which I found weird. And then a couple weeks later, he had AKA Mugnuts on his channel. And I was like, that dude is around a whole bunch of people that swat and dogs. They're swatting and doxing me in Discords right now. I've probably got a 12-hour stream going on about me, and my kids probably doxed on the screen. And, you know, they go through they have like baby pictures of my kid. My kid's going on 8. Why do you have baby pictures? Why are you sitting on my social media combing through to get baby pictures of anyway, it's really creepy stuff that all of these people are into. It is actually, oh my God, I just realized that I'm going to have to quote Jesse, and then I want to shoot myself in the head. But it is actually a fucking community of like weird ass fucking predators and people that weaponize information and then try to boss you around. And if you don't fight their battles for them, or don't do what they want you to do, or don't fucking date them, apparently, then they will just weaponize that information against you, blast you all over the place, try to defame you, slander you, ruin you as a person. So, I mean, here's the thing. The email was pretty good until he got into how I should have thanked him for never getting involved with the drama with clobbering time. And he basically says, if I was going to not work with anyone you had issues with on YouTube, then who would be left to collaborate with? Well, exactly, because you only like to hang out with people that swat and dogs and, you know, A-log people and weaponize people with personal information and treat people like crap. So you're right. Those would be all of the people. If you look at the chart of people I have an issue with, that is the anti-O chart of doxers and swatters in this community, and people who have been in this community for ages, going around causing all kinds of drama And then I don't want anything to do with them. It's a beautiful chart. I like it. I can't, I should feel very special that the professor has dedicated like half of his life to me, I guess, for the last like 3 years. Then he says, Blippy? I actually laughed at that until I read, or did he also simp for RSN at some point? So here's the thing. I get into arguments with people about things that have nothing to do with RSN, and then all of a sudden it's all about RSN. I'm like, I didn't realize that you streaming with Mugs and bringing Brittany Simon onto Hansen when she was vulnerable was simping for RSN. I'm pretty sure he would have been fine with you bringing anyone to Hansen as long as it wasn't him. And I think he still streams with Mugs, so that would have been fine with him. But it's just funny to me. It's just a funny little tidbit. So he's all like, when people were sending screenshots and asking me to make videos about you, I still left you alone. When you were feuding with Clubber, I stayed out of it. Now you have chosen to pull me in. I was like, no, not really. I just needed your video to show that the guy that these people were now pretending to be to harass me is a predator. And as I explained, if I had done my own video like I have before on my channel, accusing people of sharing the CP and stuff, I can't share screenshots proof of CP being shared or lolly being shared or whatever you want me to prove to you guys. That would be me then saving CP on my computer and then sharing it as well, you dummies. I can't do that. So what I do is I report it to the police. I have reported RSN for apparently getting CP sent to him. Every single time that one of you guys claims out here publicly that you get CP sent to you, I report it to the police and I do an IC3 form. And I've been doing that for 2.5 years. Since 2019, when I first dove into all of this fun stuff. So I hate the way that these people talk to me. Like, it's like, oh, you're pulling me into this drama. No, I'm not. I never pulled you in. But you obviously had no problem jumping in the second you could. Right? All that time I was nice to you. Okay, I'm not like some kind of fucking charity case out here that you have to be nice to. Nor if you are fucking mean, please don't dox the person from the fucking Cancer Society. Can you freaks all just calm down for a moment? Jesus. So, like, I hate the way that this is laid out to me. Like, you now owe me because I didn't attack you. Like, no, bud, fuck you. So how will you spin this one? Will you do the smart thing and take the video down or keep pushing me? Then I couldn't take the video down because I was fucking bedridden after a couple days. I took a break. I was like, fuck all this shit. I'll do a counterclaim. He'll probably counterclaim it back because he can do that and be like, no, fuck her and her counterclaim. And then after that, I would have to then re-counterclaim it. And then he would have 30 days. There's 2 steps that he's missed in all this. But I mean, he thinks that when you get your very first strike on your channel, then you get kicked off of YouTube for 3 weeks. So we can't really. So the only good thing that came out of this email for me, and I don't like being talked to like this. Will you do the smart thing and take the video down or keep pushing me? All of these fucking people think they're in the goddamn troll mafia or something. All right, Wes, Arsen, Negs, the professor, Suit, all of these people think that they can come at you just fucking threats. Are you gonna keep pushing me? I don't know, bitch. Are you gonna fucking keep pushing me? Let's go, motherfucker. Let's go. See, I can be ghetto too and crazy. And oh, sorry, it's called urban now. And since I live very close to the ghetto in the capital of Canada, I think I'll be allowed to talk like this now, yo. Cheer, cheer. Sorry. So then he shows me the final fight we got into where I had just had enough because, like I said, he told me he was not like, I'm literally like, the dude used me to bait someone that they claimed was a pedophile, okay? So I'm like, I don't know how you can do that and then go hook up with someone who claims to be from TCAP. That's hypocritical. Like, I'm literally telling him, you are no better than Chris Hansen now. A TCAP dude working with a pedo protector who uses mom's personal info to bait pedos. What a wonderful video. Like, what are you doing out here? What are all of you fucking doing? What's wrong with you? And then he's like, I don't even know what you're talking about. I have no idea about anything Mugnuts did to you. I've been living in a vortex. I haven't seen any of those 12-hour videos Suit's been posting on his channel for several months. What do you mean? Harrison hasn't been streaming about you randomly for fucking months. What do you mean? I'm just fucking blind to all of it. I don't see any of it. I do like some of their Twitter posts, though. But I don't know what's going on. I have been in some of the live stream chats, but I don't know what's going on. I flipped out at you for going on the YouTube Schizophrenic and doing an interview with him because of my drama with Muse Talks, in which you and YouTube Schizophrenic actually had a huge falling out over me because you had my back even behind the scenes with that. And it caused a lot of trouble to the point where, let's just say, he had to go offline for a little bit. And you blamed, like, you started to say I was a part of that. And then in all this drama, I became Muse Talks. I literally became Muse. Like how for RSN, I become Amber Clements. For Suit Yourself, I become Bev. For Wes Moast, I become Muse Talks. Automatically, just to the last girl that fucking broke their fucking little itty bitty hearts. So I had come back. All right. Anyway, I told you. So then, yeah, I was a bitch and I got mad at the end and I was just like, listen, all right, you're not really fucking being harassed by Muse. Like, what can fucking Muse do to you? Okay, fuck off. It sounded like Brittany Simon had gone through way fucking worse. I'm just saying. I was like, I don't know. Fuck off. You don't care about my shit. You're going to pretend like you don't know what's going on. All right. After you want me to go back for you. All right. I got it. So I just said, I just don't want any more contact with you or TCAP. I'm leaving along with the other people you made too scared to be in that community. There's a lot of people that are leaving TCAP, especially right now because of the drama, because of the reconnection to Chris Hansen. Maybe you weren't aware because you don't give a fuck about anyone or any communities other than your own, I guess. But that's what's happening right now. Thanks for ruining what was once a great community, Wes, just for clout and views. I'll say that to you for a lot of people on here. Take care of yourself. I stuck up for you against Muse and you attacked me with CJ and Sue. Go fuck yourself. Because now that you've done that video that you did, right? Video premiere. Let's discuss the time Queen of Spade faked her own disappearance and suicide on Twitter. When did I ever fake a fucking disappearance? And when did I ever like what did I do? I took a video and like recorded myself pretending to commit suicide. Okay. It was a public cry for help. And I really wish that all of the people on here would stop attacking people if they do make a public cry for help, because what if they don't? What if they don't do a cry for help? Am I supposed to be like Suit and RSN and be like, well, I don't care if the bitches fucking kill themselves. Let her fucking die. Maybe her cats will eat her corpse. Or am I supposed to be a kind-hearted human with empathy and understanding for people and care about that kind of thing and be like, oh my God, someone's saying they're suicidal. Let's get them help. I don't know. It's apparently a very hard decision out here on this platform and nobody could get it right. But the answer is, I don't give a fuck what you think of the person. You try to provide them help. You don't take to a live stream. All right. You don't do cancel fucking videos on them. Like, what is wrong with you people? Like, why am I the bad guy? Because I keep telling you guys to fucking not put people in danger, not fucking get mad at people over their mental health. I'll admit, I got mad also because of all the muses faking her DID. I don't have proof she's faking her DID. I think it's very dangerous to come out here with a large platform and claim that somebody is faking their mental health disorder when you actually don't really know. You can speculate. You can say, in my opinion, this, and this leads me to believe that, but that's not what happened. Everyone fully decided that this girl made it up. And I had an issue with that. I have morals and values, and I have very strong morals and values and a very strong belief system that, if you haven't noticed, it doesn't really change. So, I mean, I'll meet you at your level sometimes, but other than that, it doesn't change. So, like, I have a hard time. I have a hard time, I guess, just being a person on here. Let's just say that. Because I don't think you should ever ignore a suicide and make it into drama. But then again, I also don't think that you should make things like sexual assault into content. And, well, we've seen how that goes. You guys even tried to take my sexual assault and make it into your content. That was quite a thing to watch. So I apparently faked my disappearance and suicide on Twitter. So, okay, that was interesting. I had gotten that, seen it. Well, I haven't watched the video because I stopped watching videos about myself after Suit's first 12-hour long video. I was like, okay, well, if that's what creators covering you is like, I'm good. I'm good. Did you talk about my boobs in this video? It seems like people can't do a video about me without talking about my boobs if they're a man. I'm just wondering. But I apparently faked my disappearance. I've never fucking even logged off this thing for a day, other than other than when I went to take here's the thing, you guys are like, take a break, take a break, take a break. So finally I was like, you know what? I've been covering on passive. I have this drama still going on. I've been doing my own content. It's my anniversary in a few days. I am going to go take a week-long break. I'm just going to log right off and go. And then apparently I was fucking faking a disappearance, faking suicides. I don't know if, I'm assuming you're talking about the one in January 2020, because there was no other one ever. I learned my lesson that time. Next time, I'm just going to go fucking kill myself. I'm not saying anything to anyone. Don't worry. You guys taught me well about that. So then he posts this. Oh, wait, we're still doing the emails, aren't we? Getting ahead of myself now. Next time, don't forget the fake account you endlessly wrote me in and said gross crap to me in for months. People have seen those SS yet because I am dumb, and don't play victim to all you Chomo and Predator protectors. Keep trolling me with steer music. Apparently, he's your suit, according to several people that I talked to from the TCAP community. Fuck off. I never read all of this, and he can go fuck himself. I told him that. I'm not reading all of this. I'm tired of you trolls and your negativity and lies and changing narratives and streaming and making public blasts of people instead of handling things privately. See, you knew how to reach out to me. So where was the courtesy to do that? Because his first big blast of me, he was all like, I emailed her and asked her why she used my... No, this was the only one. And it was way after all that. So it was, look at the date. We spoke on the 29th, so it was the next day. I was already offline. I like posted that video and then went offline. I was like, here's the video I'm dropping just to show more predators and people pretending to be predators around here. And now's a great time to go take that break. And I left. We had a little bit of a back and forth, like right before that, because I had like just posted it and then he had a big wig out. That was it. So yeah, you haven't given me any respect at all. You didn't even have the respect to try to understand where I was coming from when we got into our initial argument. None of you do? You just slop me off as some fucking crazy bitch who's just playing victim or going on about victim status again, all worried about damn victims and how they're getting treated on YouTube and how vulnerable they are. I mean, damn this fucking queen bitch. Can't she just let us do drama out here and drag vulnerable people into our bullshit? Man, that's what I feel like. So, no respect has ever been given to me by not many people on here have given me respect. Let's say I could think of the top of my head right now, one creator on here who has been completely truthful, completely honest with me, and completely respectful. And I still work with them and have worked with them since 2019. Because they don't fuck around. They don't get involved in drama. They don't get dragged into stupid shit. They don't send me fucking screenshots of stupid shit. So we get along just fine. You do all those other things I just mentioned. No, we're probably not going to get along. I'm going to tell you to stop being a drama whore and get out of here. A lot of the women on here get very, very mad because they're all about sending screenshots of everything that people say about you and all that. So when I cut them off, then they get upset. I fucking blocked Valkyrie on Twitter in fucking 2019 because she asked me about Maz Babe and Amanda Todd. She's still going on. It's been like 3 years. She can't get over the fact I blocked her. It's crazy. You block someone on Twitter and they can attack you. And a bunch of other creators will jump in like, yeah, people shouldn't block people on Twitter. And it's like, do you realize what you're fighting for? Like, you're literally saying that creators should never be allowed to block someone if they don't want to talk to them anymore, if they're harassing them. And if that person does block them, then I guess they now have the right to go and dig through that person's entire life and blast it all over the internet because they got blocked on Twitter. Okay. Remember that when you set a standard for me, you better be setting it for everyone. So it's not like, oh, well, just with Queen. No. That will be the standard across the board for everyone. See, you're going to change the culture out here with that. Like you did with the Onision shit and all the trolling and drama and how like the skeptic community fallout led into Hater Nation, led into all that, led into Onision, all this shit all leading in together and weaving with a lot of the same creators and shit. You know, how you changed the culture, brought it in so that it's like Kiwi Farms runs this place and everybody's a troll. Kind of like how you guys all did that. Same thing. So just be careful for the standards you put me to. Because it's going to be the same one, okay? Just like I said in my past video, we are no longer allowed to use stock images or stock videos on YouTube, even from Canva, according to Tragic, right? And then you guys all say I steal art too, so that's what we're going with. So now in all your people's videos, I don't want to see one stock image. I don't want to see one stock footage. I don't want to see nothing. You better like actually record every single thing that you are about to do on camera. And that includes when you're covering other people. I guess you're going to have to start showing up at people's houses or something because you can't use their content. It's stealing. Even if you change it, it's stealing. So I didn't read it. He claims that he has respected me, which I haven't felt respected by you in a long ass time. His narrative did not change. Your narrative, all of your narratives is always just Queen's the bad guy because she's a crazy bitch who just goes off. You hide behind my mental health, not me. You'll be like, oh, don't believe things that she says about us in our community because she's just fucking crazy. She has histrionic personality disorder and BPD. Because when she was 19, she said that she went to a test at the doctor and they said that she might have those things and she wrote that down in her online journal. Or was I 18? I think I was actually 18 for that. Yeah. So, by the way, you have to have your life all set out and put together by the time you're a teenager out here. Otherwise, you have fucked it up and need to be canceled. So, no, there's none of that. So, there was an email exchange. All right. And then after May 22nd, I just ignored him. Just ignored him. After the 22nd, ignored. Yeah, that was the last one. 22nd. Ignored. But yeah, you came in hot and heavy. Oh, I'm emailing because you seem confused on how copyright works. Yes, Beth. Even though I allow Hansen to use my work, you fucking condescending pieces of shit. All of you. All right? I'm a normal fucking human being. Why couldn't you have written me and be like, hey, Beth, is there a reason why you used so much of my video in your video? And then we could have talked about it. Oh, that's right. Because my reason was also not legit. Hey, people are using this guy in an account to stalk and harass me. I'm scared of that because that's kind of scary. I have a minor child here in my home to protect that I will fight to the fucking death to protect. Look me in the eyes. This is me sticking up for my family to me. So I'm not shutting up. You want to come for me and my minor child and my husband for 2.5 years over some YouTube drama bullshit? I don't go away either. I don't log off like Mass Babe. I'm not going to come back like Heartbeats Vanity and the other hoes. Okay, we done here. We done here. I'm fighting. I ain't gonna shut the fuck up until all you stop and leave me the fuck alone. So I'm like, why couldn't you have done that? Why'd you have to write me all fucking bitchy and shit, huh? And what's with this? That's why I cut you off. What did you cut me off of? Because I'm pretty sure that you thought that I was a part of something to do with this. Because you worked in sugar daddy dating and Russian dating for 10 years as director of marketing and PR. Did you think that my account name meant something else, Wes? I'm just wondering because I'm very confused by the messages that you released of the private conversation we had about my husband. So yeah, then Wes went on. He did this video. He released a bunch of messages where I had confided in him during when my husband and I thought we were going through a divorce. He confided in me a whole bunch too, told me a bunch of personal information about his divorce and his ex-wife and his kid and whatnot. But since I'm a better person than all of these people put together and combined, and the only time that I release personal information is after they use all of mine to threaten me a bunch. Kind of like how Heather and Valkyrie were collecting pictures of my minor child as a baby in a Discord and a Google Drive. So I shared a picture of each of their kid that I found that was publicly posted publicly on a public social media platform. Remember, you guys say that if I can find it publicly, then I'm allowed to just post it wherever I want. That's your rule. It's Steve DeLeave's rule too, as we all know, right? That's all your guys' rule. Your rule, not my rule. I think it's really disgusting to repost pictures of kids anywhere, and I felt very dirty doing it. So I don't know how all of you are sitting around collecting pictures of mine and other people's in a Discord. Just saying. But yeah, I bet you Jane's kids are all in that fucking Discord too. Don't worry. So like, you know what? Let's just keep going. I can't even do this anymore. I'm like so fucking just like done with all 2.5 years. Okay. So all that happened. You released these awful fucking pictures that screenshots where I had confided to you with private information. And as these people do, if they want a request from you or they want something from you or they want you to do something for them, if they have personal information on you and you do not do it, then they release it. It's like, okay, now I'm going to expose you and who you are. Perfect example of this is the many channels that have attacked me because I either refused to stream. Do you know why I streamed with H-Bomb? Because there was a couple people that attacked me because I didn't stream with them about RSN. It wasn't very nice. They just pretended it was for other things. And I was like, that's not very nice. So that's why I did it, because he kept bugging me and bugging me and bugging me. And I was like, I'm almost at the point now where, like, should I just do everything that all of the men on here tell me to do? Because if I don't, then they're going to release my online journal from when I was a minor, or revenge pee me, or release private conversations I had with them during the most vulnerable time of my life when I thought that they were friends that I could confide in. I don't know. You guys tell me. But then also remember that then you'll have to do it too, right? Again. Ah! Why is my screen fucking up on me now? That's what I wanted to do. Thank you. That's better. That's what I wanted. Easier. So he posted up this. Queen of Spade blatantly stole content from my channel because of some drama she finds there's. I'm literally sweating right now, but I have a tank top on under this. And I don't feel comfortable being on YouTube in a fucking tank top anymore because I've been fucking threatened with so much revenge pee on here. It's not even funny. Queen of Spade blatantly stole content from my channel because of some drama she finds herself in again. I'm also scared of, like, men looking at me because you guys will, like, see me on the screen and then you, like, fall in love with me and then you stalk me for 2 years. It's very scary. When I called out her copyright theft, instead of apologizing and removing the video, she played the victim and blamed me for her shitty actions. Don't forget the Cash App, eh? I don't know what that's about, but yeah. He said, it's 8 minutes of your 940 video are directly pulled from my channel. I put a lot of time into writing, editing, and producing that video for you to just slap it on your channel in the name of some more unhinged drama you find yourself in. That isn't transformative. You are just ripping my content. So when I first read that, I'm thinking in my head, okay, so this man did a video in which he's warning everyone that this dude's a creep. This dude in an account pops up on YouTube, and then he's harassing a woman. That woman uses your content, some of your content. It wasn't your whole fucking video. It was a portion of the one about Duran, or whatever the fuck his name is. She uses that to stick up for herself and speak out about the harassment and stalking. Because it's either the actual predator, or it's somebody pretending to be the predator, and I don't know what's worse, as I've stated before. I really don't. I don't know if it's worse to be a predator, or if it's worse to be some creepy stalker dude who wishes he was a predator. I don't fucking know. And you just look at it as stolen content with unhinged drama. Because what's happened here on YouTube, unfortunately, is everything that happened with Amber Clements and Muse Talks and whoever this Bev bitch is have made these men so fucking bitter about women. And they're especially bitter about women that have actually been survivors of abuse and have mental health issues the most. I'm a very easy target then for them. But they literally see every woman as that woman. Instead of looking at each situation individually, every woman now that is a victim, Wes looks at like they are Muse Talks. Any woman that has a mental health issue, Wes views as Muse Talks, to the point where he actually began projecting his feelings about Muse Talks onto me. He's comparing me taking a portion of his video to stand up for myself and my family against a predator / person pretending to be one who's harassing us, to being the same as a woman moving in with him, apparently taking advantage of him, and then trying to have him charged for sex trafficking and taken to court, and like actually apparently victimized him. Like it was an actual Amber Johnny situation. Which I did a video on it. So, but then I also got in trouble because I did another video shortly after about DID because I was hoping I could help people understand DID a little bit better and maybe not go at Muse Talk so much for the DID thing. I was like, can we just leave the mental health stuff out of it? Because it doesn't help the case when you attack mental health. Anyway, what do I know though? I'm just like this crazy bitch out here that like doesn't know anything. And I'm just like, I'm the one that's going around attacking everyone. So I just found that weird. I found it weird that I find all that weird. I find it all weird. It's all very weird. It's like I'm getting memed as Amber Heard with RSN right now all over Twitter. Like, I'm not Amber Clements. I'm not Harvard Chickie. I didn't take him to court or anything. I mean, am I going to have to? Is that the point we're going to have to get so that you all fuck off? Like, I don't know. But it's like, what the fuck's that about? Sue, 12-hour-long videos, wigged out about how I was apparently going to dox him so hardcore that he doxed himself in his own Discord. Okay? Like, seriously, because some Bev girl had like tried to take down his channel. Like I brought up at the beginning and everyone was like, no, Queen's crazy. There was no girl. It was over a scammer, not a girl. No girl ever existed. Who's Bev? I don't fucking know. So like you all change your narratives as the time goes on, and your audience will watch something happen live, and then literally 2 seconds later, they will hear you say the exact opposite. And they will still believe you somehow. And I don't think I've ever seen such a big group of idiots all hang out together in all my fucking life. I really don't. Like, you take that community, RSN community, Suits community, and these fucking troll-ass communities. You got add eggs in there because they all hang out, by the way. Holy crap. Like, those people have to be dumb. How do you literally watch streams about something and then watch the person change the narrative while they're streaming it? And you just go along with it. It's so insane to me. All of it is. Anyway, so I said, you are correct. Totally stole it from Hansen's channel, though, not yours, because I had just found out that apparently it was off of his channel. I thought that it was just a video that Hansen had posted up. So I was kind of like, oh, shit. But I was like, well, Wes shouldn't have minded, though. What the fuck? I said, unless now Hansen is stealing your content. As we all know that's happened before. But don't expect me to care, because last time I cared about what Hansen did to any of you, you all stabbed me in the back to help creepy men like this stalk me ever since. And get angry when another one of this dude's obsessions speaks about you as an advocate or not. I don't even know. I can't see that right now, and I don't care. Because you confuse me. There are some good people in TCAP who genuinely care about us survivors of CP and childhood SA and why we enjoyed the TCAP content. But you just don't seem to be one of them. Never have been, huh? But I forgot. You are no longer TCAP. Now you are commentary. And then I've been corrected again. He is a lol cow creator, both figuratively and literally. He will find people that are vulnerable. That's what all these guys do. They find women that are vulnerable that they can like poke at and use triggers to upset them. And then when the women get upset, then they're like, ha ha, we've got a good lol cow. I'm going to go get myself on Prime Video with the docu and I'm going to make money like Hansen. And it's like just ridiculous. Okay. And I can't even deal with it anymore. I don't feel like spending hours researching these men who stalk me on behalf of you and your friends for whatever drama you all tried to drag me and RSN into, so take care. And just stop harassing survivors and people who speak out against the predators you are buddies with. Because it was really weird. He also accused me of stealing the song from Steer Music that they had done on me. About me. Pretty sure they wanted a response because they did like fucking 3 of them. But then when I do use a little clip of it, it's stolen content, right? Because that's how all these people work. As soon as I go to respond and I use a clip of their video, it's stolen content. I even had like fucking Heather and Valkyrie have fucking tried to strike me down for sharing an SS of theirs, for fuck's sakes. It's ridiculous. So just, it's weird. Why would you also get angry on his behalf unless you know who he is, Wes? Like, I'm just wondering. So many questions. Just so many questions. Or I said, or else get off the Hansen channel, bud. Make up your mind. You either support the survivors or the predators. Choose one fast. Choose, Wes. Right now. Choose. Who are you supporting on here? Are you supporting the predators and the stalkers and the harassers and the men out here that fucking oh, never mind, you weaponized my information. Stupid question. Stupid question. Chris Hansen stole one of your videos. I was trying to steal from him, like how he stole from me and a bunch of our friends for his crap. Remember that? Oh, wait, you don't care about any of us anymore. Go be a lolcow some more. Yeah, that's what I said when I first found out, because I was like, wait, your video? I took it from Chris's channel. Damn it. I was trying to steal from Hansen. That was a fail. But yeah. But again, instead of being like, hey, dude, what's going on? I get fucking thief and no one's fucking harassing you. I've just seen all of the videos and I know who runs the account. But no one's doing it. Because things can literally happen live on this platform. And then when I talk about them later, apparently they never happened. And I made them up. And then there's a bunch of idiots that are like, of course she did. She's just so crazy. Because they want to believe some bitch I blocked on Twitter in 2019. It's weird. It's a weird world out here on the streets of YouTube. So before I left, I filed a counterclaim because he was very, very rude to me. And then when I was gone, I was like, I'm just going to leave it. Like, because after I file a counterclaim, this is how it works, okay? So Wes strikes my video. I then say, no, counterclaim. Wes then has the option to say, fuck her and her counterclaim. Okay? That did not happen. But if Wes had done that, then it would have been back on me. And they would have been like, fuck you, you get a counterclaim. Now, I would have counterclaimed it. And then after that, okay, he would have had the 10 days or 30 days because they say 10 business days, but it can take up to a month, apparently. So basically, that's how it works. So basically, I had done like just one counterclaim, the first one, because you have to do two if you actually want to go the court route, right? Like I said, he has the option to be like, fuck her and her counterclaim, this is mine. And then I'd counterclaim again, and then they would be like, okay, now you have to prove it's yours. So he never did that. I just figured he would be like, no, fuck you and your counterclaim, and then I would just wait out the 90 days, and then the strike would be gone. And I was good with that. But instead I get Queen of Spade filed a counterclaim with YouTube, where he tags YouTube. He should also tag the Ottawa police. The twatter idiots really love to do that whenever they get mad at me or Foodie Beauty. Arguing it was fine to directly steal and upload my content with zero changes for reasons. Yeah, because again, for somebody who apparently wants to be a true crime creator and who has been in TCAP and sticks up for victims and works with Hansen to speak out about predators and help the victims come on and whatnot. PTSD because of abuse, especially childhood sexual assault and CP, is just reasons. Probably fake. Then I start questioning Wes, why did you find that content funny? Because most of us watch TCAP and we find it funny because the predator gets caught. Did you think it was more funny when he got let go? Like, I'm just wondering. I just want to know. I have so many questions about the way that a lot of you all think. Like, all women are victims. They all just play victims. Like, it's like your mind gets blown when you hear that a woman can be sexually assaulted in her childhood and then be in a domestic violence relationship, and then like 20 years later get assaulted in an elevator. You like all literally wigged out. You were like, women cannot be abused 3 times in 35 years. That never happens to women. We are teacup and we know everything that goes on here. Sorry, my Australian accent isn't very good. Been a while since I've done the suit, you know. I've never done suit. He would have liked that way too much. Don't take that clip and do anything with it. I will fucking find you. I have enough of that shit going on with him and Negs and RSN already. Just stop that. So, YouTube is asking me to file a court order against someone in another country in order to protect my own content. Yeah, that's how it works. I added more than 10 words of text to your video. Obviously, you didn't watch the entire video I had made, if that's all you want to say. I also changed the video just enough. I know how to do that. And then I also changed the sound of the video, which is considered to be transformative. Some people just take a video and then they just flop it. So I don't, again, weird rules. So the Canadian Copyright Act allows the use of material from a copyright-protected work, literature, musical scores, audiovisual works, etc., without permission when certain conditions are met. People can use fair dealing for research, private study, education, parody, satire, criticism, review, and news reporting. I was reporting on the news that this man who has been harassing me for several months, Steal Music, was a predator. I had COVID and lost my voice. Oh, so this must have been after, yes. I had COVID and lost my voice, so I used words on the screen. I'm still not feeling great from fucking COVID, okay? Instead of making it transformative with my words and did add to it. The song used was about me and had my content in it that I showed. Wes, please remove the strike. I am unsure why we have issues. There was never any like, hey, if you agree to take down the video, I'll remove the strike. We could totally come to that agreement if you weren't such a fucking hot-headed psycho. Holy fuck, man. I'm unsure why we have issues. Then I'll bring this up because holy fuck, did you ever bring this up? It always comes down to this person whenever I get into an argument with someone, doesn't it? I know you seem to think I've spent 2 years attacking RSN when that's the other way around, and he keeps sending me creeps and blaming it on others. I can credit you, but not sure why you made it so we could have zero contact and blocked me on everything and then got angry that I did not ask your permission. That does not make sense to me. Our fight was stupid. You listening? Our fight was stupid. And just because you and RSN and Suit want to claim whatever about me doesn't mean that I am a predator, which is, you guys have been accusing me of being a predator now since early 2020. And then when I began digging into all of you, I find out that Heather was married to one, a bunch of you are connected to a bunch of them, a whole bunch of you claim to be predator catchers. We got Suit pass around fake Vickers CP with fucking Ethan Ralph to women trying to get them to watch it with him and sharing Lolly in his Discord. We're just going to look the other way about that though, I guess, you know, and all this other crazy stuff. But whenever I do bring that up anyway, it doesn't matter because then apparently Queen's just lying about CP because she can't provide any proof of this. Because you can't share CP on the screen. But I have shared some of my IC3s. I have filed, dude, all these CP claims that I have done. Those are in some old ass fucking videos, but I don't know why you would do that. I said our fight is stupid, but I'm not a predator, okay? It was Suit after all who said he wouldn't leave me be unless I called RSN one, so just stop this. That's a true story. Do you guys remember there was this live stream and it was like him and Johnny and a few other people, and they were actually streaming about RSN. I believe it was like the second or third one he did. It was before RSN showed up and freaked out, or maybe actually it was probably after that. And there was a live stream and they were all like, yeah, he's a rapist now. He's a rapist now. If Queen doesn't think that he's a rapist, blah, blah, blah. And there was actually a comment made even about how I should be gang raped. if I didn't say so. There was a lot of comments about how I should be gang raped, actually, in that Discord. I think you should all calm down on that. That's very scary. I want to move on, and all this stuff doesn't help. I just wanted to warn people since he was making content on me, and people don't believe or listen to me, thanks to all of you. So that's why I used your video. It's your fault. That part is. I forgot you are more about clout and less about sharing information and warning people. It is within Canada's fair use, but do whatever you choose. Take care. I want nothing but the best for all of you and tried to support you all, and you all turned on me and treat me like crap and send creepy men to stalk me, and I'm tired. Take care. This was fair use and was to report the news. I mean, I could have probably claimed a bunch of other fair use stuff, but that's what I said. Apparently, it was very awful, and I'm an awful person for that. An awful person. You know, Wes, all you would have had to have done after that is written me an email being like, you know what, that makes some fucking sense. I can understand why that would fucking freak you out. The dude was a creep. I did do a whole video on it. Could you just maybe like take down my video and then I'll remove the copyright claim and we can just fucking move on? And I would have been like, sure, sounds good to me. I just want to do things civilly. I don't want to do all of this back and forth and making streams about each other back and forth and all this crap. I want to do things behind the scene. Fuck. I tried to apologize to Suit 5 million times behind the fucking scenes just to shut him up. I'll even say I'm fucking wrong about something that I don't even know what the fuck I'm apologizing for just to shut people up sometimes, okay? So, yeah. But one of the big things, though, that happened is the video went back up. Okay? The video has officially gone back up. Teacup. To Catch a Predator. It's the Chris Hansen To Catch a Predator community. Yeah, I guess you wouldn't know that if you didn't know that. I just pulled a complete on passive and like figured people just knew the acronyms, you know. Ash style, yo. So, I mean, there's some you want some actual lol cows? Why don't you talk about scammers? I got lists of friggin' scammers that you guys could have had a great time with, but instead, you want to attack people with mental health issues, people who are suicidal, and women. Well, then I got nothing for you, because even if I bring up women, I don't attack them for being women, so I'm kind of shit out of luck, aren't I? So Wes's whole thing at the beginning of all of this was that since he had done the strike and the video was removed, he had automatically proven that I committed theft, which I never said I didn't take his video. So I don't know why there's this whole thing about how he has to prove. I always was like, yeah, I did use a portion of your video. I figured you would understand why. I didn't think you were going to have a huge fucking wig out about it. I thought that you were mature enough to put aside any issues that the professor suit, RSN, clobbering time, etc. had with me because we hadn't really had issues. I didn't realize, I guess, how big the issue was to you. I feel like this is the same thing I said to Sue. I didn't realize that we had gotten into this huge falling out. I didn't really think I was that important to you as a person. So I figured that you just didn't give a fuck about me and we hadn't talked in like a year. So you would just be like, oh, well, at least she's spreading awareness and education. And people should probably stop making predator accounts to stalk her for RSN. That would be helpful. I figured you would also understand since you claim that Muse stalks you and that you can't get away and sends people to your community and bugs you and does all this stuff. I thought that, you know, you'd understand. You'd be like, okay, maybe it's not that bad. Maybe we could have made an arrangement. I don't know. I did not think you were going to wig out, copy strike my channel, write me threatening emails, release a video releasing personal information of me, threaten me a bunch of times, and do all this other crap. Because whenever YouTube Schizophrenic told me that you were like that and that you had treated even Muse like that, I told the dude he was fucking crazy and he needed to leave you alone. I think fucking Ruby Violet hates the fuck out of me. So, apparently when you took the video down, that meant it was proof that it was stolen. So am I supposed to now say, look, the video's back up, proof I didn't steal a thing? Because I could be petty like you. Should I tell you to take down your video? Otherwise, I will release everything that you ever told me about your ex-wife and your child. No, because I wouldn't do that to you. There's a whole bunch of conversation that me and RSN have had that I have not released. There's a whole bunch of conversation that Suit and I have had that I have not released. They haven't even released it all. Although I have noticed that some things have been released that I haven't released, and it's very interesting what they release. So I'm just saying, like, this is, I'm going to quote one of all of your favorite lolcows right now. This is very much a rules for me, but not for the situation all the time. I tried to change it a little bit. All right, I already have a bandana on my head. I can't go full nags in this. So, Queen of Spade blatantly stole a video directly from my channel. YouTube took the video down for copyright infringement, but then she counterclaimed, demanding I take her to court to prove my ownership of content she has admitted to taking from my channel. Again, dude, all you had to do was be like, no, fuck you and your counterclaim. And I would have been like, okay. I think at the time we hadn't had the email exchange yet because I didn't get that till I returned. So that was my way of basically explaining it to you, was to do the counterclaim and then just put it all out there because you apparently weren't getting it any other way. I just expected you, like I said, to be like, nope, fuck your counter. And then a video would have stayed down, 90 days would have gone by, would have had a little X on my channel, whatever. So no, I didn't demand that you take me to court. I just did a fucking counterclaim on a strike, dude. YouTube then says, okay, now you have to take her to court. Like, that's a bit. But like I said, I've done this before. I've literally had Heather and Valkyrie try to take down my channel on 2 separate occasions with 3 strikes at the same time. I know how this works. And everybody out here, my very first false copyright strike done on me was done by Onision. And then the second one done on me was done by Suit Yourself. The third one done on me was by RSN. I've been through the fucking ringer every single time I've tried to speak out about a lot of things on here already. So I know the fucking drill and how that all works. You could have just been like, nope, fuck that counterclaim. And then my video would have stayed down. I wouldn't have responded because at that point I was already gone. And then I came back from my break and I felt a lot better. So I really probably would have been like, even more so, I would have been like, yeah, I don't care. Just leave the strike, whatever. She said she stole my content because the topic is too traumatic for her to research and write about on her own. My favorite part of all these men is how they all claim to be from TCAP, but childhood sexual abuse and being a victim of CP as a child is a joke to them, or something to poke fun of, or something to re-victimize somebody over as often as possible. Apparently just all the anti-Os do, which then just worries me as well, by the way, because they were supposed to be the ones that understood victimization and re-victimization and how to treat victims and help victims and their FBI investigation and rah, 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 all that shit, right? But not one person out here understands trauma. Not one person out here understands post-traumatic stress disorder, especially in relation to trauma when it comes to domestic violence. No one out here understands childhood sexual abuse or what it's like to be a child who is a fucking survivor of CP. Nobody out here understands any of that, but you sure as hell want to chat a lot about it, don't ya? You sure want to get donos and money for pretending like you know a lot about it, don't ya? Yeah, I see through you as the survivor that you don't understand and parade around on your screen as the example of why all women lie about their abuse. Because Onision's innocent, Orason's innocent, Wes Moast is innocent. Suits innocent of CP and Lolly. Queen's the problem. I'm getting better at that soup voice. I gotta keep doing that. Maybe it'll help me with my Australian accent. But that's what you chalk it up to. It was too traumatic for me to research and write about on my own. You failed to mention that I am a survivor of childhood sexual abuse and that this person who I was talking about, their image and being is what is harassing and stalking me right now. And I have complex post-traumatic stress disorder. No, morons, not from being in CJ's community, not from anything in an elevator. You can't get CPTSD from one fucking thing, you morons. You get CPTSD from a lot of trauma over a prolonged period of time, and it's usually childhood trauma. It's when you did not have control over the situation to take the control to do something about it because you were too young and vulnerable. And it's almost as if you all want me to sit here and apologize for that in some way. You want me to sit here and get into the nitty-gritties about my childhood abuse. A bunch of you have been fucking harassing me over it, trying to get me to sit out here and tell my story when I don't fucking want to and I'm not ready yet. And why the fuck can't I have that boundary? Just because you found some fucking journal entry on me or some fucking newspaper article over here or whatever else doesn't mean that I then have to come out here and fucking talk about something I'm not ready to talk about. But literally that's what's been happening to me for 2.5 years and I'm done. Jeez, fucking people think having pizzas sent to them their house is worth a fucking 2-hour stream of screaming and crying about how they're a victim. Yeah. In my community, the anti-MLM community, you get a pizza sent to your house and you've been victimized and need to call the police. So don't tell me I fucking play victim, bitch. All right, I'd love to see somebody else go through what I've fucking been through out here with these fucking people and stay as fucking strong as I have. So one of the lies that Wes also told about me is that I'm not really sure if I faked my disappearance by disappearing off the platform and all social media, or if apparently Susan and YouTube had booted me off for 3 weeks for one copyright strike. And since everyone gets amnesia about the rules and what happens when it comes to me, let's go over community guideline strike basics 1-on-1 so that everyone understands that when you have one strike and it's your first strike, nothing happens to you. The worst that would happen is I think it's like a week. But that's after a warning. Yeah. Ha! Ha! See? I know. Community guidelines are the rules of the road for how to behave on YouTube. Who the fuck follows these? No bullying? No doxing? I've been doxed on so many live streams. No revenge pee either, right? I've literally been fake revenge peed now 3 different times. By both NAGs and RSN, but you know, I don't want to be a victim. Don't fucking call me that. I will smack you in the face. All right. If you ever call me a victim, I will. That's why they keep doing it and saying that I play victim and all this, because they know that I'm actually the opposite of that. And I hate being compared to a fucking victim. So that's why they keep doing it. So what happens when you get a strike? I don't think we need to read what it actually is. What happens when you get a strike? You guys do know what it is, right? I don't have to read that part. The haters out here, we're on the same page now. You at least understand what's going on. Probably not. I don't want to get out the chalkboard and chalk and start drawing pictures. So I really hope you're at least following me this time, kids. What happens when you get a strike? When you get a strike, you're told via email. You can choose to have notifications sent to you through your mobile and computer notifications. And in your channel settings, we'll also tell you what content was removed, which policies it violated. For for example, harassment or violence, how it affects your channel, what you can do next. So the first violation is a warning. All right? That's why the first violation is typically only a warning. You only get one warning, and this warning remains on your channel. The next time your content is found to violate the community guidelines, you'll get a strike. Sometimes a single case of severe abuse will result in channel termination without warning. If you think we made a mistake, you can appeal the warning. First strike. Okay, so if we find your content doesn't follow our policies for a second time, you'll get a strike. This strike means you will not be able, 1 week. 1 week is the most for one strike. You see this, right? 1 week. So all of you saying that I got kicked off of the platform for the whole, like a month, just over 3 weeks, it's 1 week. After the 1 week period, we restore full privileges automatically, but the strike remains on your channel for 90 days. And again, I took a break. I literally posted up that TCAT video and then like shut down my computer and like walked away very shortly after. I think Wes and I went back and forth. I probably did the copyright claim and then was just like, fuck all of this. But I'm not allowed to do that. I'm not allowed to set boundaries or be like, yeah, I'm going to go take a break or anything like that. I'm not allowed to, guys. I'm not allowed to. Cleaning lied about being a social worker. I never said, I was never a McDonald's manager. And I never said that I was a social worker. I was a social service worker, actually. Which here in Canada, that, you know what, I just don't like you. Why am I explaining things to you? I don't have to explain things to fucking anyone out here. Y'all are fucking insane. Sometimes I just let you guys go. Sometimes I just let you guys, oh, there's, this is a fake account of, I don't even know. Literally. You aren't important to anyone. Kill yourself, queen. Kill yourself. You're either going to go back to the RSN community or you got to fucking die. Okay, sorry. I had to act something, okay? I had to act something. I'm a victim. There, I said it. Are you happy? Are you happy? Alt-right, psycho, ass, misogynistic, piece of shit men of the internet? Are you fucking happy? Do you know why this Amber Heard case is fucking making me so mad and it fucking sucks? Because now women like me that have actually had to fucking go through things and go to court as children and then in our fucking adult lives for things like this are going to literally be told that we're lying. Even I was already told I was lying about everything. So thanks, Amber Heard, for that. No one should tell you to kill yourself. That's just cruel. I have been getting told that I should kill myself since I had a public cry for help January 2020. I've been told that the goal of this community is actually to push me over the edge in hopes that I kill myself on a live stream. Apparently, Edward Hubbard and a couple other people did actually push someone to commit suicide. So it's been done before in the Boy, and they really, really want to do it again. So they have been busily all looking for their next victim and person that they can all push over the edge, because it is fun to dox families and call cops and CAS on someone and then just go around gaslighting them for fucking 2.5 years in hopes that they kill themselves. They just fucked with the wrong bitch. They made the mistake of choosing one of the toughest people that they will ever meet in their fucking lives. I've already been through hell and back, dude. You don't get raped as a child and then fucking log off the internet crying when some fucking troll does a 12-hour video on you. That's what happened to Chris Chan. It's evil. Chris Chan kind of did that to himself in a way. See, the thing is that, and this is why they don't like me. So the point is for them to intimidate you and harass and stalk you to get you to do things. That's what a lolcow is. So they harass and intimidate you and stalk you and threaten to post a revenge porn and all this shit in hopes that it will upset you. In my case, it tends to be a little easier because I'm apparently crazy, and when I get upset about things, which I usually do for art for my channel and just to be fucking funny, it can be funny, which I try to make it more funny than like, rah, for everyone's sake. So that's what they do. If you give in and you listen to these fucking idiots, that's how you become Chris Chan. If you tell them to go fuck themselves, though, they don't stop. So when I figure out how to win that one, I'll get back to all of you. Don't worry. We're still doing this. Twerking granny panties. I love that. Do you know what's funny? I wonder what would have happened if I had worn a thong. Oh, wait, you guys would have liked that too much. Damn it. Yeah, I think my DMs are getting filled now with fucking people. Jesus Christ. Wait, twerking a thong on here. Then I'll never be left the fuck alone. It's bad enough. The only thing funny on your channel is the fact you keep making videos, even though nobody cares. I care. My kid likes that I make videos, if you really want to know. My daughter thinks I am the coolest person in the world because I make YouTube videos. That's all I really care about. Other than that, I don't really care. Nobody is filling your DMs with breeds. I don't know what breeds are. Breeds. Breasts? No, I just get D pics all the fucking time. I'd rather get breasts. They're prettier to look at, that's for sure. One day your daughter will grow up and be so ashamed. My daughter has had to have a meeting with a CSAS worker and myself to explain to her why police and CAS keep showing up at her house. So, I mean, if you want to talk about protecting my daughter from things, you probably shouldn't have called cops and tried to have me swatted a bunch of times over the past 2 years. And then, you know, your daughter will have years and years of therapy. These people are just so kind. The internet is forever. Okay, so, but again, I ask you, you guys all know that the internet's forever. Maybe you don't have kids. I do have a kid. We have a whole future generation. They're actually going to be the first generation that has fully been on the internet from birth until death. Is this what you all want to be doing? Is this how you want the internet to be when our kids do grow up and log on here, though? Because I'm not worried about her finding my stuff. I'm more worried that if my daughter ever logs onto this app, all of a sudden she's going to have 3 fucking streamer men harassing her for fucking nudes. And when she says no, they're going to dox her entire family. That's more what I'm worried about. You know? Dude, Valkyrie, what is your thing with people that are low income? All right, you don't come from money. Honey, you don't got money. Like, why do you talk down to people? Why do you think that you're better than people? And why do you like talk about like Canadian government assistance? Bitch, I'm not on assistance. I pay $1,900 a month for a fucking 2-bedroom apartment in fucking near downtown, ho. You literally need to calm down with the fucking classist shit on here. You and your government subsidy. Bitch, I don't live in Section 8. We don't have Section 8 here. I'm in Canada. I'm not even in housing. I got to pay full-ass rent. I don't fucking work for my money. Even with a mental health disorder, I've had to work for my fucking money when some of you all are sitting in fucking Section 8 housing right now, judging me. Because you can't go to work because you have to be home for your kid at school. Well, my kid has autism too, and I went and got a job. What the fuck, bitch? Don't give me that. $1,900 is doll hairs. Yeah, I know. That's cheap rent here. I lucked out. I literally lucked out. I'm very lucky. They shame people for not having money. Which, by the way, I do come from money. So with them, it's more like I'm not one of those flashy bitches. Like, I'm not gonna sit out here and pretend like I'm not DC media girl. I'm not gonna sit out here and be like, I grew up with a father that made $300,000 a year. He had a PhD and my mother had a master's, and they worked very hard. And they were very, very rich. My cousin is married to one of the biggest lawyers in Canada. She has a and I'm always like, why do you need a house with 28 fucking bedrooms for? Do you think this bitch ever has a family reunion either? No. I'm not going to live. You want me to pay more than $1,900 of rent for 2-bedroom apartment? I don't care how fucking rich I am. I'm a cheap bitch. I'm saving my money. Fuck you all. You want to come and pay my rent to pay more money? I'm good. You know what really sucks is that when we originally got married and got a house together and planned for Hannah, we were living in a 3-bedroom townhouse with a full furnished basement, and it was $1,300 a month in 2014. That's how much the inflation has happened. I just want to bring it up. And I don't actually live in the ghetto. The ghetto is, I live in the immigration area. It's very hard to explain. But where I am, it's the immigration working class area, if that makes sense. So we have a lot of yeah, it is a Canadian ghetto. Here, our Canadian ghettos are no different than the US ghettos. I don't know why that's a thing. We have guns, we have shootings, we have Bloods, Crips, biker gangs. We have all the same shit in the ghettos here that the US have. I know that we have gun control, but that doesn't stop people from, we even have school shootings here, by the way, in Canada. So that doesn't just stop all of the other stuff, But yeah, a loft in Vancouver, 1,700, 10 years ago, and it was 1 room. Do you know what? I fucking believe that, because Vancouver, hella expensive. The ghetto here, it depends where you are. Vancouver, I would hope it wouldn't be that bad. I would hope. I don't know. They kind of have a Skid Row over there, right? In that area. But yeah, I would hope it wouldn't be that bad. But yeah, I live in the working class immigrant area. It's funny because in all the cities I live in, it's always called Russell Street. Up the road from me is the actual housing projects. And then on the side of me, across the street, past all the stores and whatnot, is the ghetto. I don't know how else to explain that. It's a mixture of housing projects and then some working class people. And there's literally a shooting over there every 2 to 3 days. And we have gun control in Canada. Just keep bringing that up because gun control is a big topic. A lot of people think that, literally because we have gun control here in Canada that no one ever gets shot. So yeah, that we have all the same shit. We have all of the same issues that the US do. It's just here, and I'm going to get canceled for this shit again. I know I am. The only difference is that here in Canada, to be honest with you, the oppressed and suppressed people are Native Americans more so than Black people. In the US, it's Black people. You stole your land from the POCs, okay? You put them in the ghettos. Here in Canada, we built residential schools and residential housings for the Native people. And we shoved them all in there. And then we apparently spent several years abusing them and killing them, as it's coming out a lot more now. So here it's a little bit different. Like racism's a bit different here. For example, here you see more racism towards Native Americans than you would POCs or anything. Like, I don't even know what fucking terms to use anymore because I'm not a fucking SJW, damn it. I'm a 30 fucking 5-year-old woman and I can't. So yeah, it's a bit different. Bit different here. That's about it. We have all the same. I lost my hair recently because of something, so it's coming back in and I'm just very happy. That's all I'm going to say about that, because I've learned that you do not talk about anything on here. Social justice warrior, SJW. I'm not like in on all of the lingo and terms that you're supposed to use to like not offend and insult people, because I wasn't on the internet for a really long time. And then when I came back, everything was like so different. And it's taken me like 5 years just to learn what the hell is going on here. And everybody is so mean now. Nobody ever wants people to learn. Nobody ever wants to help people grow out here. It's all about just attacking people and canceling people and like going for everyone's throats and ripping them apart, you know, all that kind of stuff, instead of just being a human being with empathy and just talking. I don't think YouTubers know how to like message someone in DMs and have a private conversation and work things out. I think apparently everything has to be done on live streams or go back and forth. And I can't do it anymore, because I do have other content I'm working on. So I have a lot of r/slash videos that are coming out on Wednesdays for the next several weeks. Till August? I think till the end of August. I should have those. Yeah. And then this message to Wes Moast is all over the place. All over the place. Why? Don't share this all over the place, please. I do not want fame or attention on here. I'm the worst YouTuber in the entire world. I enjoy making content because of my mental health. It gives me something to concentrate on. And content like that is easy to edit. I like to zone. Is this a rambling mess? Oh, I meant it. Yeah, of course it is. You should be doing things to improve your mental health. Thank you. You know, there was this really weird thing that just happened here. I don't know if you've heard of it or not, but it was called the pandemic. And it kind of stopped all healthcare from happening here in Canada for like a year and a half. And it was very hard to do a lot of things. And I had to make a lot of arrangements to do things online. And, well, you can't do extensive trauma therapy online that great. And you can do online therapy. Not really, though. I mean, you can, but I have people that I see. See, I have CPTSD, and it takes me a very long time to fully open up to people. I like to give people tidbits of things and not the full story until I know who they are. It doesn't always work out for me, as we have seen. I could be doing anything else right now. Why would I want to do anything else? See, the goal of all of you is to shut me up so that you can keep slandering and defaming me. Right? Oh my God, shut the fuck up. Now you're blocked. I'm just done with this stupid shit. Ah! I'm gonna block this person, and then I'm gonna have fucking literally fucking 10 new people in my fucking subreddit. Fucking created. They create like fake ass accounts in my subreddit of like people that I actually know in real life and shit. And then I have to go and like tell these people and like show them and be like, I'm really sorry. Like, can you please maybe contact your kids' schools, contact the police, just let them know. Do you know how fucked up that is, that I've actually had to do that to like a whole bunch of people in my life for the last 2.5 years? Because you guys keep doing things like that. You guys like post up pictures of like my friends' kids and shit. Like, it's fucked what you guys do. And then when I bring it up, I'm playing victim. No, that's not cool to do to somebody. You can't do that shit. All right. And that's the thing, is that somebody's been doing that the whole time. There was just a coming boo in here who apparently that was me in an account. So then what they did is, I don't know, it was a fake account. Not really sure. So then they literally created fucking a coming boo fake account, and then went around and did a bunch of like trolling as this person, and then like pretended that this person was in my community. And now they're like, they've like left all mad at me or something, and they've done it with Psychotic Hottie, who was a friend of mine that wanted to come on here and do content. And then they did it to a few other people that I'm just like, wow, really? Everyone, who is you guys? I have a subreddit. Yes, I have a subreddit. I got a subreddit made about me when I didn't even have 200 literally 200 subscribers. Yeah, by the way, that's a fake account of my husband. He was not a public figure. He's not online. All right. He no longer has a YouTube channel. He had like not even 100 subscribers, and you guys blasted him on live streams with like 20 plus thousand people. Had a bunch of shit happen, and now you're still creating fake accounts as him. Just one of the small things that I've been going through out here. Who's making socks? The people in my chat? I know, it's annoying, isn't it? I don't make socks. If you guys haven't noticed, I have no problem saying what I have to say. My husband is okay. I literally just blocked this sock, and then there's another sock. Another sock. No, that was my husband. Wyatt Goes to the channel where he had his YouTube videos on. You know, the one that Steve DeLeve made sure that he fucking went and subscribed to because he doesn't want to leave me alone. You know? that one. It's so funny that like Steve DeLive would like start hanging out with RSN and then immediately become really interested in Pokemon cards. And like want to like talk to my husband all the time. I mean, like, why would that happen? That's so, what a coincidence. Just because the subs are dumb doesn't mean I'm dumb. It's because you're, well, I should say just because your subs are dumb. My subs aren't fucking dumb. They see through your bullshit. That's why they're here. And they've been watching me go through it. They're not obviously not the type of people where when they see something happen live in front of their faces a week later, if you tell them it happened a different way, they'll be like, what the fuck are you talking about? I watched that shit live. They're not just going to follow along. So yes, that was my husband. He had no, I mean, he doesn't have a channel that he posts videos to. Are we all going to be fucking stupid and argue semantics on here? You know what? That's basically all we do on here, isn't it? We just, no, they aren't. But do you know what? That is what we do on here, isn't it? Once again, ladies and gentlemen, my chat is just a slight example. If you think that that is bad, think about that being in my DMs constantly, nonstop, all day with a bunch of D pics, a bunch of sexual harassment, people telling me that they've seen my nudes, people threatening to share them, people saying that he's going to share them, him saying he's going to share them, him actually falsely sharing them, Negs having a podcast about me, body shaming me. What else should I talk about out here? Suit doing a sex video of me. I don't even know how to describe that, where there was a cartoon of my daughter included. But you know what? Instead of sticking up for the mom with the kid, you guys are right. Go back to sticking up for the predators. Yeah. Yeah. You know, silly me. We should totally stick up for them instead. Do you think this? I don't even think it actually is him, and I don't. But my thing is like, I don't know what's worse. Being a predator or being someone that wants to pretend to be a predator to harass someone that they know is a survivor of predators. Yeah, I actually do have fucking proof, except it keeps coming. It never stops. Right? So, I mean, I would love to sit down and go through everything, but 2.5 years worth. Guys, I don't want to do like an Emily Artful fucking video like on RSN, okay? I really, 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 really don't. Please don't make me. Please just stop and go away. Like, I don't want anything to do with it. All right? I don't want to do that. There's reasons, and I just don't want to do it. I don't want to. I don't. Anyway, I think that's all I want to say. I'm going to go enjoy the rest of my day. Do you even care if I do? I don't think so.